in the beginning, I would definitely kind of like meditate, put myself in that vibrational frequency to connect to the records. And again, we're only limited by what we think and what we believe and what we understand.
Right.
So I had to very much create that process of sitting down, connecting, journaling, connect to the Akashic records and journal what information I was getting. That's how I first started off. There's a mantra that we say to enter the records, and I absolutely love the mantra, just because it kind of like sets the tone, the time, the place, and my body is still so used to it that once I say it, I'm connected in to the records. But we're constantly in the records. We're constantly creating. We're constantly receiving information. We call it the subconscious. We call it, the conscious. We call it, and one of my students once said to me, what's the difference between the Akashic records and being in a hypnotherapy kind of session? No, you're accessing your records through a process, a tool to connect to this information, or this wider web of information. So connecting to the Akashic records is just consciously connecting to that. And it's not a place that we need to go to. And that's one misconception that I had, was the Akashic records is in the 8th dimension. So, we need to connect to the 8th dimension or whatever it is, but it isn't. We access the information based on what we vibrate at. Again, everything is back to vibration and frequency. So the more we're able to raise our vibrational frequency, the more we have access to. And then the other misconception of the Akashic records is that everything is love and light. No. And like the Akashic records holds everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. It holds everything. And it's non-judgment. It just is. It's just fact, right? So it hosts a series of everything. So I started to realize, no, it's kind of like consciously connecting to the records. It just makes you become conscious of what you're doing, or intentional about what you're doing. But we're all constantly, like, I honestly believe that Einstein was connecting to the Akashic records. Steve Jobs was connecting. They were creating the blueprint. They were accessing the blueprint of what they created.
Yeah. Okay. Number one, I totally thought that you had to go somewhere to access the Akashic records. So if our listener at home is like, damn it, don't worry, I feel that too. I felt like that as well. It makes sense that it would hold absolutely everything in a non-judgmental way, because I think as humans, we kind of add that level of good or bad, light or shade, as opposed to just looking at things as they are and as experience, and we add that emotional part of it onto it.